life for props, baby. I don't know why I called you baby. But anyway, here's another Cos tip for you folks out there on a budget. And you have enough for XPS foam, which is the pink foam in Home Depot, or the blue foam in Lowe's, but you don't have the budget for Warbler. How can I seal my foam? I don't want to use resin, and I know people are like, I don't want to use resin because I'm scared of resin. It might stick to stuff, which it will. And I don't want to use Plasti-Dip because I'm pretty sure Plasti-Dip might eat through this. I have not used it on that. What I do use to seal with this is either Dry Lock, which adds a bit of texture anyway, and the primer that I use on XPS foam is Kilz Latex. Kilz 2 in the little blue can. Reason why, if this camera lets me zoom in, yes, because it's a primer, sealer, and stain blocker. And pretty much this XPS foam was covered in Hotwire Foam Factory's outdoor exterior foam coat because I wanted a little rough texture for this Moana hook. And just to give you a color difference in between the two for those who have and haven't used the product, this is Kilz right here, and this is the rough texture used by Hotwire Foam Factory. I just wanted that. As you can see, it keeps the texture nicely, but the main point here I want to make is using the primer, how it coats over everything. It's a great stain blocker. It helps seal up props. You can also just get in between the parts that you need. You can spray this out of an airless sprayer if you have access to like one of those sprayers that they use in paint houses and stuff like that. You go right ahead and about 2-3 coats max, or minimum, if you want to spray paint or just regular paint over it. If all you did was carve it out and filled in the gaps and seams with wood filler, I can recommend a good wood filler in the description below. But pretty much just carve out your foam, seal it up nicely with this, and you're ready to paint. You can spray paint over it, but I suggest, 2 to 3 coats of this stuff. It dries in about like 2 hours, like regular paint. You can speed up the process with a heat gun a little bit, just dry until you see the shine go away, but don't dry too much that it bubbles up the paint like it would anything that you heat up too much. But pretty much this helps seals the foam nicely. It gives you a blank canvas. No, Kilz is not paying me to do this, but there will be a link in the description below. And all in all, I've been using this for a couple months on certain props. I will be using this on EVA foam. I recommend using it on props that you're not going to be flexing as much. If you're going to flex in any of the props that you make out of foam, I suggest going with Plasti-Dip. And, Plasti-Dip is the black rubberized spray. You spray it outside, you wear your respirator, don't spray it in your basement, don't die. But yeah, pretty much Kilz 2 Latex. I'm going to put a link in the description below for this product. It's great for XPS foam, styrofoam, maybe plywood. There is a wood version of this. There's a couple versions of Kilz you can use. This stuff is also tintable. If you want it tinted at Home Depot, you can go ahead and do that. If not, you can pour a little bit down, put some acrylic paint in there, spin it up. Then you have your own color. That way you can go in and paint over it again to spots you may have missed. Or some people will just leave it that way. If you just want something white and you want it sealed, bam, you're all done. Well, can I just buy white paint? You could, but this is an actual sealer, primer, and stain blocker. And for the amount you're going to pay for that much of white paint, you can just go ahead and get this. It does multiple things for the same great price. It's better to cut those out of your way and off your list. It'll help your prop last a bit longer, just to take those precautions to seal up your foam and paint it and then put a finisher over it. This is just one of those many steps to help you get your product great. And it doesn't break your pockets, because I know most people are probably wondering, I need like $8 million to get this prop going. You can do great props. Budget isn't the issue here in most cases. You can do anything with any amount of money. It's all about what you plan on doing, what you're dedicated to doing, and if your heart's in it or not. If your heart is in it, it'll be great. You're your own worst critic. Most people are going to love your stuff even when you're going, oh, it's not that great. I wish I had done this stuff. As long as you put your heart into it, you're great. It'll always be good to someone. As long as it's good to you, I'm trying to be a motivational speaker here, but in most cases, if you don't have the budget for Warbler, get your can of Kilz 2, paint over this foam, seal it up, paint it, and get your ass over to a Comic-Con or a convention of your choice. Like this video, subscribe, leave your comments below if you want to see me test out Kilz's durability on other props and stuff like that. I have plenty of it, and if I don't use it on props, I'm just going to paint my door in my room or something, because it's made to do that. It's made to prime over stuff. And that's another Cos tip for you, using Kilz latex foam as a primer before you paint. I thought I could stop this video. I can't. There's paint on my fingers. I don't want to get it on my phone. All the products that I talked about will be listed in the bottom for your purchasing needs. And I will see you in the next video as soon as I find a way to end these.